game, so you're running behind.
Do not forget about the game, but
Well, that's the message being put out right now.
European bands are still blowing up a storm for the twist, and the Germans stage a contest for leading twisters that has the dance floor looking like a bowl full of pretzels. It's enough to drive a chiropractor to drink, and if that happens, he'll find that the bartender is right in the groove.
yeah. And if you guys, if you can collect the tariffs from the whoever's viewing the game, that would be great.
It's dance at your own risk as these finalists give their all. If you're not great shakes at this business, you better stay on the sidelines.
Which did that for you?
They haven't upgraded.
Carry them out on the flat of their back, but they never miss up.
I'm just going to say, viewers in the opening, viewers can expect to have...
What we're trying to lead up to is this. Scientists have traced the source of the twist to prehistoric days. One guess, which dinosaur did the twist? And we want a straight answer.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have an OTSL matchup between Team Illinois captain Derek Miller and J.R. Jones, a friend of Team Illinois and a pillar in the community who we appreciate all the work he does with Junta, OTSL, ITSL, and I'm sure some other stuff I'm forgetting. I'm Jeremy Andrews, joined by the rest of Team Illinois, Frank Zhang and Matt Dominski. Guys, how are you doing?
Good. How's it going?
It's going well, and it's going okay for Derek here. He doesn't really have a headline, but I guess he can dump Europe. What do you guys think of this opening hand?
I think it's great. 5-year plan Europe, NATO free coup, duck and cover to potentially manipulate DEFCON with a Malaysia coup or something like that.
I like Cambridge 5 better here.
Well, I like it a little less now.
Well, sure, but at least you know he doesn't have any scorings, and with 5-year plan, you don't have to worry about Europe anyways.
Yeah, so I think it's still a NATO coup into Iran.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to just place ops, I was about to say as Derek rolls a 1, into Iraq and Syria or something to take a cheap domination.
Well, it's still...
but I think the coup is still better to take. Of course, it's just unlucky to roll a 1.
Yes, and I forgot to mention the tariffs that they're talking about in chat. You will be seeing triple the amount of ads as normal as tariffs, and I'm sure JR will retaliate in kind. So,
but yeah, like a 50-50 shot in the coup, I think was still the right play to go with.
Yeah, so JR just spreads.
He did Afghanistan, and I assume Malaysia. I can't actually see.
I assume Malaysia as well.
So this
will we see
I haven't been a duck coup in a while.
It's a 2-op duck coup though, so it feels a little bad.
Oh, but he gets in.
He did.
Yeah, Derek really needed that to work, or else probably wouldn't have got anything going turn 1.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, it's going to be North Korea and the rest of Asia is just blue.
Yeah, so we're dumping 2-ops into Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't use the China card because he can't really fight if he decides to break in.
Well, I think we're going to use the China card now. We're not 5-year planning Europe.
Yeah.
We've got to just put 4 into Thailand. You have to do this. Yeah. That's a nice play by JR, and this is the right response from Derek.
I think it's
overprotect it. You got to overprotect it. You're out of ops.
Yeah, you need to overprotect it.
Overprotect it. Yeah.
Yeah,
overprotecting is safer, but maybe you get greedy and take Lao and hope JR's out of ops. I mean, he's already showed 2 4-ops, so.
But being under purge, like, since you have to use the China card here to take it back, that means you don't have a 4-op anyways. So I think you definitely break it again if he has ops.
And let's score next, and we want to score next JR.
Yeah, now that we're not dumping Europe, we need to score it before JR takes France. Of course, 2-ops isn't going to do it.
Yeah,
Hates
reasonable
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Guess that makes
reasonable
sense at
play,
that point.
I think, from JR, but Derek's happy to see it. Space, we just didn't have time to prioritize, and we don't get punished for it. I might just take the space shot.
With NORAD.
To take presence, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's probably a bit more important.
Well, not since, well, maybe a little bit, but he doesn't have the score. You know, he doesn't have the scoring, so I don't know if it's as huge of a race just
I
yet.
wonder if JR considers a Syria coup to try to break.
I was just gonna say that.
Well, he's got to get mill-ops in some manner.
Yeah, and couing Iraq feels kind of bad because it's stable and all that.
Right. Yeah.
Still goes for it though, so I guess he just wants DEFCON down to 2.
Yeah, not sure why though. I guess to prevent Lao, but still.
Turn 2.
Now you can steal France if you want.
Yeah.
Do the golf
Viet-
thing.
Yeah, Vietnam I don't think really makes sense. Blockade doesn't make sense. SatGovs maybe, but I think De Gaulle's the best one here.
That's not terrible getting that defective.
Clearly you should have done NORAD.
Let's try this again. All right, slightly better.
Slightly better, but he has adjacency now, so
And JR will just go back in.
right.
And we need to get ops into South Korea pretty fast now, right?
Yeah.
South Korea is necessary. One pip into Iran would have been very consequential there. So that's
Oh yeah, it'd be huge for Middle East and Asia with access to Pakistan.
yeah. So that makes perfect sense.
Threatening them, yeah.
Oh. I think I missed him.
Yeah, so I expect to see Vietnam into South Korea, or UN NORAD into South Korea.
Yeah, I think we're gonna UN NORAD, and I agree. I was just gonna say I would not do Iraq because we're not gonna stop this Dom if JR really fights for it. So he does get one into South Korea at least. So I don't hate it, but I think I agree with Frank's play of just going hard into South Korea.
I'm fine if you want to like take one AR to stop it, and you also don't want him creeping into Iraq freely, anyways.
Well, but we
Yeah.
don't control
Now
Nasser.
not getting 2 into Iraq might be painful. Or South Korea, rather.
Right, yeah, and I get
Yeah, and see now
not
we're
controlling Nasser, but still, I think you still want to take it, so he just doesn't have the opportunity to later on in the turn.
well, but I mean Iraq's not going to affect Dom. South Korea it does. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, JR has the China card too, so. And another 4 upper. So he just gets to take everything.
Yeah, that's annoying.
We did have NATO. We had one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
LCA.
effectively a 1-upper though with the roll.
Yeah. It was a 0-op with the roll.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess you want to hold 5-year plan, but
Honestly, considering how well we're playing all the cards.
Yes.
oh, right. Yeah,
Um,
so yeah, that makes sense.
Haven't had good ops. Haven't seen a D card. That's unfortunate, but we weren't spacing, so that was
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let's flush out that D-stall.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I mean, it's a blue card if it's not D-stall. Oh, it's containment. Okay,
Oh, that's really annoying. That's great for him to get back in the deck freely like that.
Is this a Egypt jam, maybe? Maybe taking Saudi's better with just Nasser out there.
Yeah, putting one more into Israel is probably not a bad idea
I don't
either.
hate putting one into Egypt because then Nasser would take
Okay, yeah.
the country. Yeah, North Korea overprotecting Saudi, I think, is just fine.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
big
if these
cards
weren't
out
the two regions to be scored, a West Germany poke is pretty tempting, with France still empty at the end of turn 2. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think we play to the regions to be scored.
Yeah, some big
well,
cards
you
out
don't want
there.
him. Yeah, you don't
CIA,
want him
Marshall.
jamming.
Oh, there's
You don't want
Marshall.
him jamming. There's Mark. Yeah, that's annoying.
This expender comment is now warranted.
Oh, and JR got pretty much
Both.
all of those big things.
Well, you just headline Middle East. That's not gonna. Or
Well,
you could,
Nasser gives you a Dom in the Middle East.
yeah. Still got to take the coup, I think, because you don't want. Well, mate.
But you can do Nasser, and then you can take a 2-op coup of Egypt, and then
Yeah.
this is going to score pretty good for you. All right, so I believe
Yeah.
JR's known cards are CIA, Decall, Destall, and Fidel.
Yeah, which is annoying because if he hits the space roll, he can do 2 without Derek being able to fight that.
Yeah, so I would do
Yeah.
Nasser and take an AI war coup of Egypt would be my play.
Yes. Oh, I thought you said IP war for a second, but yes, AI war.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely not IP.
Yeah, this is not a good early war for the Soviets. Big games, interesting.
Big
Sure.
games.
Oh, and that's a classic Twilight Struggle kick in the balls. The other side winning the Olympics. So there's something for Derek.
Yeah, evens out the early space grab. Great. Yeah, steroids.
Those East German gymnasts coming through.
Now, part of me is still tempted to coup Panama, given the lack of access we got.
Oh, I don't like placing.
Well, you guarantee your domination, even if, well, yeah, you guarantee your
Oh, but I
domination.
mean, you're guaranteeing a domination, which is 2 VPs, and Millops are 2 VPs too.
Well, he has IP war, so it's not going to be a 2P.
Oh, but you deny JR Millops by cooing.
Sure.
Reds. Yeah, I mean, it's not a good coup, but it did get 2 VPs.
Yeah, it definitely take it back. Well, this if he grabs Israel, Middle East is going to could be really bad for JR later on in the game, especially late war.
There goes one of the D cards, and as Matt alluded to earlier, he can now get another space off.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Derek. Holding a stall.
That's what I would have done too. Just completely denied Derek that access. Yeah, let's hit this IP war now. We did not.
Any country count? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No.
No, not even close, unfortunately. Yeah, those are the right choices there. I think I score Asia, and I think JR is going to be ready for this. But if it's possible, that West Germany play that Frank was talking about earlier seems good. Yeah, he's just repairing Europe, so I think he's getting ready for that though.
What about some random realigns on South Africa and Panama?
I love that. As long as you don't get screwed over.
South Africa, I mean, that's interesting. If it's full, like, I guess what else are we doing with our ops?
Well, it just I like either just taking a 4-up coup on there if you can, if there's nowhere else to take it, and just knocking the US out of there, because it just makes Africa a lot more stable for the Soviets at that point. Depending
I
on
like
energy comes.
Truman is removed, right? Yeah, I like just
Yeah.
jamming this into West Germany. All of it. Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's got a 3 or 4 up to counter this with.
No, Derek, don't listen to me.
Oh, do it, Derek. Be aggressive.
I think the South Africa realigns are better content, but I think this is better play.
Probably.
I mean, this is annoying for JR. We've got DeGaulle Suez still in the deck. He can't retake both countries. That's 5 ops. So I think this is good. He does have a 4 though. Jesus.
Yeah, but it at least stops JR from taking Mexico, spreading out of South Africa potentially. It's still useful.
Okay, here's some ops at least, and that's a great one.
Yeah, there's some access we desperately need.
Yep.
Yeah, and we have to take the biggest possible coup we can on Panama, assuming we get the coup, which we will.
And that's not a great headline for JR, so that's nice to see.
Oh.
Yeah, not great. Depends on what he pulls, I guess, but
That's
really
an awful omit.
that's yeah, that's just terrible.
That's about as good as Derek could have hoped for.
All right, jam, flower power.
Yeah, I would take the flower power coup of Panama. I agree.
Yeah, yeah, Derek's being too cute with this.
If he rolls a 3,
No,
Okay,
he's reconsidering.
just do a 4.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Protection from Panama Canal
I was just gonna say that exactly.
Yeah, and VOA.
and VOA too.
VOA, yeah.
Even better.
VOA would be the
important.
better one, yeah. We're gonna get arms race off for sure. OPEC is gonna be worth 4. All of a sudden, things are looking up.
Well, the mid-war the early war wasn't horrendous by the end of it.
Derek did pretty well considering the ops and lack of decar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all very reasonable from JR. VP is nice. That was E2.
Yeah, no huge
try-
rush on the OPEC or the arms race, I suppose. Oh,
You could
but this
try
is
what
good.
what was it? One of you guys or like the lads put lads and then dump a ton of ops into Guatemala?
I think I tried to
Or
create
Colombia,
access that way in the Colombia. I think
yeah,
I had to
Colombia.
create my own access a couple weeks ago doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, arms race is good.
Arms race is good. I kind of preferred his first play, but I mean, obviously getting the 3 VPs from arms race is something we're doing. So that's fine.
You rather do what first, you said?
The thing he had, taking Zaire and putting a little
Oh.
pressure on France, Algeria. Ow.
Yeah,
Where was
I was about to also comment that I would have preferred some spreading first.
Well, I would. Yeah, I don't know why. I would. Yeah, I would always like to do VOA protection first. You took out of Thailand.
No, I thought that made sense because if JR VOA'd an AR earlier, Derek could have fought in Europe more.
Yeah.
I think JR had to lock up Europe domination back first.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to salvage the situation works out.
Well, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose Thailand doing this, though. That's where the 4th one came out of, right?
Yeah. Derek could get Thailand flipped on him.
Oh.
Who did so he should have
Should have waited on those.
First. Yeah. Well, do it again. Just do it again.
Yeah, then JR points it out too, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a primary target now.
Yeah, I feel like you have to try it, but I always hate doing it.
Yeah, but you got to do it.
Because like what I would try to find some sort of dual threat, but I don't see one. I think you just take the 2 out, like go to Colombia and do something else. I think you just do this.
Yep, fails as kind of expected.
You probably should have used a 3 out though.
Well, I don't think he'd use
No.
OPEC, and NORAD's pretty painful. So I get why he did the two, but yeah, because the two op realigns are. I was looking that up
Like
when
58% or something.
that's 48%. So I was looking that up when you
Yeah.
did that against Derek, Matt, and it was 48%.
Yeah. What is it for like 7 rolls to only get 1 out? Because
So
that's
not
what it
great,
only
but I
wants
didn't
me.
like the 4 op realigns.
No,
To be
I
honest.
I know, I know. Yeah, it's just
I get that that's frustrating. Though.
yeah, it's
Okay, what?
incredibly frustrating to do set like it was like 7 or 8 ops. I think it was 7 ops to get 1 or 2 ops out, or 7 rolls to get 2 ops out, which is just ridiculous. And then especially when like Derek does 1 and gets like 4 ops out, or 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah, but in this one, let's go back to that. Nixon, that was some fast and furious action there. OPEC was evented, so Derek's got a nice lead. He's in war games range if he can hold on to it for 4 to 6 more turns. Nixon stole China right back, and now Derek is gonna poke France and put a little bit of pressure. Ooh, and that's gonna work out nicely.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
this is going to all be dumped right into France.
Yeah, but he's denied Dom, and he's got access to an Algeria that's still open.
Oh,
and he's got
there's some
stuff.
firepower.
There's a lot of high ops.
So what? JR, he's holding D-stall and what else there?
If you headline Romanian and he gets
He goes
France,
for gunman.
huh?
I think gunman, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy was asking what else JR could have possibly held to want to event the Gaul there. It has to be something bad.
It's got to be gunman. Looking at the deck,
Gunman makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah.
think ABM makes a lot of sense for Derek here in the headline, right?
No, you can hold that. You don't have to be worried about missile envy right now.
well, so do we want to hit France and get? Do we? How strong is our read of gunman in JR's hand, or do we care because that's not still around? And by the way, Mother of God, the deck has become blue, but we're going to worry about that later. We're going to deal with this great hand we have now.
I mean, so if you do ABM, you're hitting what? Something in South America?
ABM. Oh, you could hit something in South America. You could potentially take 2 coups in South America and get him completely out of there.
Yeah, and
Right.
let's remember JR did a pretty quick headline, so that could be a grain sales.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could be, or he just wants to mess with Derek.
Oh, containment.
Well, that's. I'm getting rid of gunman now. I think is why that was so quick.
Yeah,
That
space
makes
it.
sense.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
that's
All right, let's try that again.
just a 2 there is so much better. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, even a 2, because then you take a shot at Venezuela and yeah.
brutal one.
But now Derek is even rolls on real lines on Venezuela.
And I would take them.
Yeah, because this is taking France. Oh, right, he has containment. Yeah, so it's both.
Oh, Portuguese, got to get that.
Yeah.
We've gotten access to Angola. That is it.
Yeah, but now you are in control of getting domination in Africa.
Yeah, JR has that. It'll be dumped immediately. Oh, maybe it won't be dumped immediately.
Just in time. Yeah, that's why that PEC had to be invented ASAP.
Yeah, just flip it.
Oh, so we're
I-
doing
under
AR7
containment-
swag.
Yeah, under containment, I was gonna say you might want to use nuke test ban on a flip here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
that's-
Flip it
No,
over.
put another one in there.
Well, that's okay. If he goes to Uruguay, if
Yeah, this is fine too.
flips Zaire, he gets Argentina. So this is okay.
JR is going to take Argentina.
I think so too, but that's he didn't have to. That means he didn't have to overprotect Zaire there. China again.
Wow.
Did he draw Allende there?
Let's see here.
Yeah, I think now we overprotect Zaire though.
Yeah, I would consider. Yeah, I like that play. Run a flip of Nigeria, and realigns on Venezuela.
And I do like holding UN through here just because there are, okay, that's unfortunate.
There's bound to come at some point.
It's an alliance between the United States and Canada.
I have
There are a lot
8
of blue
blue
cards.
cards to 8 red cards. Ooh,
Yeah.
and it gets it right away.
Thankfully for Derek, his scientists have been so bad he can space almost all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so what? We're just putting Romanian to either coup Cameroon or take Nigeria, and then we're eventing Quag? I guess we're taking Nigeria.
Yeah, take Nigeria.
Yeah, JR has a pretty weak hand here, which has helped Derek a lot.
Yeah.
Even under containment, he has a lot of random obligations.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good roll there.
Well, we'll see if we were right about Gunman. This is the right play, though, for sure. Because, I mean, you could just...
yeah.
No, maybe that was what he was holding then.
That card's not so bad, though.
Why would you hold that?
Oh, there's Gunman.
Yeah, Muslim doesn't make sense. You can just event it and retake Iraq there.
Oh, and I didn't mention this at the start, but JR is streaming as well. It's the same username as his Twilight Struggle username. If folks want to check out both ends of that, you can do the multi-Twitch. I don't know how to do it. I just show up to the Zoom.
Derek
Derek
put the link in Discord.
Okay, good. This is honestly not as devastating as this hand could have been, considering the composition of the deck. This is manageable. And Purge, of course, is great.
Yeah, space CRGs and then try and steal the 3 points with or no, that's the headline, right? Peak. So
yeah, you can
with
get
one
to
small
peak.
step. Yeah.
Yeah, although if Grain is still unseen, might be rushing up the space track a bit faster than we want.
Yeah, I think you might want to do it earlier in the turn. NATO is not in play, so special relationship is not really a bad.
That was just a lagging thing, right?
Yeah,
it looks
what-
like JR headline Bear Trap.
Yeah,
And he did rear guards, and I still see the bear trap thing, so we failed the roll.
Yeah, so we rolled too high.
Jesus.
yeah, CRGs went to it and rolled, yeah. So,
Uh-oh.
Africa's gonna go control now.
Yeah, Derek or JR can just poke Nigeria and flip it.
I would just think about doing a huge amount of real lines right now, starting with Zaire.
That can make sense as well.
I think
Better
Colombia
yet,
is also great.
I was about to say that. Better yet is coup in Colombia and stealing Venezuela and Dom there.
Ooh.
Yeah, just give him. Oh wait, yeah, just give him one small. Well, no, you need one small step, I think. So.
Yeah, there was no downside to this really, because even if you get a crappy card, Derek still has to ditch Missile Envy to the trap.
Oh,
That still fails. Jeez. This is another card. This is another thing that I rather see.
oh
Oh,
gosh. Yeah, Derek has been doing. Oh no,
dear.
I mean, this is
painful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have to get out on the next one.
Oh dear.
God.
Panama?
No, Brazil.
No,
He's
Brazil.
getting super control here.
Right.
And
Yeah.
dump libs. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Well.
Oh.
Now he's stuck, right? Because you can't dump.
Now he is stuck till next turn.
Yeah.
This was an interesting game too. This is a bad mechanic. This is the one thing that's wrong with this game.
I think there's a few
endless.
bad mechanics, but this is this is probably easily the worst.
Well, this is just horrifying. You're gonna go at
No,
least
I no,
3 hours.
yeah, I completely agree that the trap cards are the worst mechanic that should have an
Oh,
over.
sorry, I was just speaking generally. I wasn't trying
Oh,
to.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving
Well,
its goal before this decade.
yeah.
And now he knows he has all one cards, which means for next turn he knows Derek has 3 1-up cards.
Yeah, this also means that Gunman is staying in Derek's hand. It's not going back in the deck. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean
Other
it
things
could
that
be
suck about this.
So it's a great headline then for next turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and Derek's locked out of Millops.
Yeah. And he gets the scorings. And only
He only has he has 3 cards.
only
This
3
card.
cards. Oh
My
god.
goodness. We did not get a reshot.
No, because
No.
we didn't.
That
No,
means
we
we
did not.
can get Gunman into the deck at least.
Yeah.
Let's try to come up with
Well,
something.
it's gonna be very difficult though, because all the late war cards are gonna be put in, so the shuffle's gonna be like turn 9 now.
Yeah, but I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
yes. Yeah, no, you are correct, but I think you just do Che.
No, I think you got to drop
Oh,
it
no,
back,
you can't.
otherwise you're going to get controlled, and you
Yeah,
can't
no,
pick
you're
up
right.
one of your cards that you can actually discard. As
Yeah.
I just said, we're getting Gunman back in, but no, we're not. I think that has to be the headline.
Yeah, you obviously can't.
Zaire.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even seen grain sales, right?
No, which this could be
No.
grain sales.
Yeah, so JR's definitely headlining grain sales. So I'm not sure how useful this is to headline.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I mean, you still get to see his hand, but I think you have to try it because what else are you like? You can't headline. Willie Brandt doesn't make sense.
Well, there's 15 cards out there counting JR's hand, so there's a 60% chance he has grain sales.
Right. Yeah. Also, if he does headline grain or Missile Envy was already played, so if he does headline grain and hits one of the 3 cards Derek can dump, this could get really ugly.
Oh, so we were actually far from a reshuffle from happening.
Well, so there's 6 cards in the draw pile, if I'm counting right.
Yeah,
Although we saw you 2, didn't we?
Do what?
Oh no,
You
there's
two
probably
sounds
like
familiar.
4. I think I've missed a couple cards here.
What card? Well, you have. Yeah, I was gonna say which cards do you have, but you have 15 there. That's a lot to read off.
Oh, so no grain, but a DEFCON manipulator.
Do you think he? Oh, he goes low. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
Asnod, Southeast.
This is not going to be good for.
For P. Okay. I've got it, Derek. You can stop.
Well, he's doing it. So
I
what
know.
are the cards that you have in the discard that are like still in the deck?
Grain, the Pope, Shuttle, Usuri, and U2.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I do think we saw you two.
No, I think
I think we saw U2 as well.
We did see you too. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
And this is.
Man, this is just a joke at this point.
Lay pain.
Yeah, this is not good.
And this is going to be a flip of night.
Oh, no,
Oh,
it's gonna be Thailand
Sure.
because
I mean, he can have whatever he wants.
yeah, because he has he's holding
Hey.
Southeast Asia. So dump 2 ups into there.
is this about? Let's see here. It's 10.
The song Celebration by Kool and the Gang. We're out of the trap.
Kitchen is going to be active. Are we UNing kitchen debates? That seems horrifying. So it's 15. We might lose, guys.
I think you have
Yeah,
to.
we could instantly lose by VP. If not this time, shortly after.
You should be able to UN scoring cards.
That's interesting. I mean, oh right, because he has Alliance too. My God, I forgot about that. He can just put Asnod in though. I don't know what else we can do.
In South America, I don't think you can really do much.
I would think about maybe a Che play to do Colombia and then just hope you roll big on Cameroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are going to lose this turn, my friend. This was it was getting to be an interesting game too. Just a busted bear trap. Do you guys think I'm crazy with that Che idea?
No, I like it. You got to try something, and you got to be able to, like, your one saving grace here is getting back into Africa somehow, which I don't know how you do that, but
Yeah, because
you can't play OAS, but you also can't play kitchen debates.
I mean, my gut's telling me to just start with the Thailand flip.
Well, he has
Southeast
a.
Asia is also in play.
well, you can't.
You mean you can't? It's at 3. So you mean Vietnam?
Oh, yeah, he overprotected it. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. That
I think JR. I assume JR will take the Philippines probably and just score that for 6. So that's. I mean that we're at 21. We're at 23 with kitchen. 27 with No, this isn't.
The next option is just hero realigns.
Yeah, I mean this. If he hits, yeah. Let's see. This is why I don't like realigns. But yeah, if you
For
hit
-2, I don't like that at all. Like, I mean, I get it's desperate times, but I do the Che thing first. I mean, that probably doesn't matter.
well, yeah. I mean, I guess you could have taken Paraguay and Uruguay with Shea to even the realigns on Argentina, but yeah.
This is. I don't see a way out.
15. Yeah, this is game.
As soon as we score South and
Well, he can hold South because he's losing.
well,
no
but
matter
he's going to do Alliance.
He has Alliance for what, 4 or 5 points?
5
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Just
I think
gonna
South is
resign
10.
right now.
No, this is fine. There was no path. That was just brutal. Look, at the end of turn 5, it looked like it was going to be an interesting one. We spent all of turn 6 and a little bit of turn 7 in bear trap. Horrifying card draws those last 2 turns. So a tough one for Derek, who falls to 1 and 2 in OTSL play. JR is, I believe, 2 and 2 now. No, pardon me, 3 and 3. So that's going to do it for us, guys. Any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, have better rolls on your trap cards.
That's sage advice from Matt that everyone out there needs to
Yeah,
follow.
just like rolling 6s on your IP war. I mean, is it that hard? I haven't realized yet.
All right, that'll do it for us, folks. Have a good night.